I care.
What do you care? You're here. You're here with me.
I'm here in this
Look,
house.
it started. Stream health.
Is it healthy?
It says it's green.
What does that mean?
According to YouTube. That means
Is that
it's
actually
green.
a bar? I mean, that's something that I've been wondering for a while. Like,
I don't know.
because we both got okay internet, so we don't know what a shit stream actually looks like. So, like, would it have a yellow bar in the middle?
I'm guessing so. I'm guessing it would have a shit bar in the middle.
Oh, I'm just guessing.
There's only a black screen at the moment though. I don't know.
Ah!
Oh no, my God, we're actually there. We're actually live.
We're now watching ourselves on stream. Streamception.
There's no one else watching because you can see up there. It's quite weird.
I'm comfortable with that.
I'm okay with this. People will watch it later anyway. Hey, look, it's Gul! Hey! And it's
Hello,
BANE.
ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to what are we doing?
Talking.
Welcome to Talkie
It's like
Talkie
a
Time.
live vlog,
Vlog.
video. It's a live fucking video. Yeah. Oh, swear. Shouldn't swear. It's fine.
Yeah, we've recently been looking at YouTube's rules, and there's that whole happy fun time don't swear thing going on, isn't there? So
Oh look, Clon's on. He says he doesn't see a bar.
I do not see it, but
You don't see the bar. We see the bar. We see the
something
bar.
that we see.
We see it.
can
We see it.
the
We
bar.
see the bar.
Speaking of a bar, are we going to one there?
Oh yeah. Pub actually.
Good.
It's better than a bar. Pub. If you think about it, really, it is.
No, we are watching. Hello.
Oh dear, people are watching us. Hi, everybody.
So
Hi,
we're in the same house.
We are.
I'm not sure how I feel. Grudge.
Real life grudge match, go! Oh dear.
But yeah, we've got an itinerary for the week now that I'm here.
Where?
Well, you
Yeah,
have.
I have.
I just turned up.
I've got one. It's planned.
There's gamies. I learned how to play.
You've lost them. They're over there.
Look,
Grab it. Run. Look how it goes.
I learned how to play this earlier. Magic the Gathering. It was fun. While you played with foam.
I did play with foam. That sounds wrong. If you don't actually explain why I was playing with foam, it sounds wrong.
I'm not gonna.
Okay, you're not going to. Just going to leave it there. Just going to leave me hanging.
He was
It's
cutting
fine.
pieces of foam out so he could put little models in the foam so he could never get them out and see them again because he doesn't like them.
It's not true. I like the models. I just don't want to get damaged, so I need to transport them in foam. Because we went down the gaming shop, the local gaming shop.
Is that what it was? It was
That's
alright
what it
actually. I
was.
quite enjoyed myself.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
a cup of tea.
You did.
So I mean that was the highlight for me.
You learnt magic,
And I learned how to do magic.
which that sounds not as well because you actually learned to do magic.
I learned how to do magic. Don't you?
The Gathering.
Listen to it.
The card game.
I can do
The card
magic.
game.
I can do magic.
So what's here? What part are you guys in? I don't know. What are we in? Are we?
we're-
Where are we? What
We're
is
in the
here?
southeast of the
Where-
United Kingdom, as far as I can tell.
We're in Gravesend.
I know this because no one will make eye contact with me because I'm one of these northern hideous creatures.
You are a northerner. Well, I'm a southerner.
But it's been very enjoyable. Traffic isn't nearly as polite down here. Coffee is more expensive.
Everything's more expensive.
Everything.
Everything is more expensive.
Hello, Khan. How you doing? TX, what's going down?
Khan actually watched it earlier while he was at work. He nearly got the sack, but he managed to avoid it.
We're not worth getting the sack over, believe me.
Well, no, we're not. I'm just kidding. Khan. Don't you worry. Khan's like, I love Khan. Khan's a really good supporter of ours. He's like, Khan is pretty much like, if there was an attendance mark for watching our videos, Khan would get it.
I want an attendance mark.
That would be so cool.
We'll get something down the we'll get something down the little bottom
We'll
left-hand
give you
side
guys
of the
little
screen.
stars for like every video you watch and comment on. We'll give you a star.
A gold
and we'll
star.
have a star system, just like at school. Ding, 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 ding. I used to love those stars when I was a kid.
I really want to do that.
I wasn't a teacher's pet though. I didn't actually get that many. I was taught too much.
Not you.
Yeah, seriously.
Surely not talking too much.
Yeah. Anyway, right. So itinerary. So tonight we're going to go play Warhammer and not actually do any videos.
I don't think I'm Warhammering though, am I? I'm just watching.
You're watching because you wouldn't understand it.
Yeah, I watched a match earlier in not crazy. I watched a match earlier in this shop, and there were these two geezers going at it, and they had protractors all over the place. It was well good.
Protractors and rulers and tape measures and dice.
There was
Lots
one
of
that
dice.
looked like a comedy penis.
And I was wondering how you guys would be able to stream earlier. Well, basically, I'm off work, so for a week. So, and so are you.
I'm off for 2 weeks. Yeah.
This is what we do every now and again. We have time off. We just go and see each other, and we go like, "Hey, let's play some games and shit."
My computer's back there. Can we see it? Yep, there it is. So I don't know if we'll actually be able to stream together at any point. I don't know.
Why not? I'm not a virgin.
No,
I'm not a virgin. Obviously, I've got virgin. Yeah, I've got a child. Come on, well,
something I've been meaning to tell you.
All right, okay.
But yes, we may be able to stream together, but we are aware that because we're in the same room, there might be a fair amount of bleed through with regards to.
We both have snowball mics.
We do, which look like this.
Don't pick up the microphone.
It's fine. They don't mind.
Okay.
Do you mind?
Oh look, Spectre says recently subscribed. So far, you're great YouTubers.
Okay,
yeah,
Spectre. All right.
Excitement. Sorry, that was a bit loud, but yeah, we get excited by stuff like that. We're YouTubers, man. We are.
We're not YouTubers.
We're kind of YouTubers.
We're modders that do YouTube.
We make computer games and we run a YouTube channel as well, like Corey does.
Like Corey, yeah. I don't know if you guys have watched that episode yet. That I was apparently too lame to be part of, or something. I was out.
You were out drinking.
I wasn't Was I drinking?
I think you were. Because you came in about like 10 o'clock and was like, "Hi." And
I was just pleased to see you. I don't think I'd been drinking. Maybe coffee. Corey's going to do some more videos with us because we just said we'd play different Sins mods together. So there'll be more Sins coming on the channel. Did you remember to put the annotation in the videos so people can decide what you did you?
I put it in the description.
Close enough. Do you know what that does?
I will go back and re-edit the video, put the annotation. If you'd like to see Corey's view, where he plays as a Cardassian, which is actually really good, because he had to fill in for this one. Right, so he played as the Cardassians in Gul's Honor. That's how much he likes Gul. I was like, "You sure you don't want to play Romulans?" He was like, "No, because I prefer Gul."
He should really have gone Dominion, to be honest.
That's what Corey told me. He prefers you. He doesn't like me.
Oh.
Just likes you.
I don't know if that's true.
I'm just kidding. So he's playing Cardassians, I'm playing Romulans. So if you want to see the Romulan video, you can watch my one. But I like zoom in and out a lot because I'm that kind of guy.
You do the same as me, don't you? We're both like, woo!
I forget that I'm actually like recording a video, and then I'm like, oh damn, this is boring. They're just seeing planets everywhere, and me like micromanaging everything.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how Shaq actually remembers to he does all these cinematic shots and things.
Yeah, but you can't do that when you're playing the Borg because like then the Borg just go, oh look, I'm gonna dick on you because I'm the Borg. It's like the game developers of STA3 made the Borg really hard or something. I wonder who that was.
Wasn't it Draconis?
It was Draconis. It wasn't nothing.
Blame Draconis.
It's blame Draconis' fault. That's right. He made the AI better. I just put the Borg stats in, to be fair. Everyone blames me for the Borg usually. It's not actually all me. It's
Do you know one thing I don't know? Are the Borg now harder than they were in 0.95, the version that you hated that I balanced?
Yes, because they work as they were intended to in the mod, so they are harder.
You saying they didn't work before?
Do you want me to be honest, or do you want me to? No, but don't forget that when we did version 1, I had to make all these new abilities. I didn't really have any abilities, to be fair. You did a few, didn't you? But you were doing research, and you were also doing
primarily, yeah.
And I just said to Max at the time, but the Romulans and the Borg suck because you can't actually play them properly, and they're all got placeholders, and none of their abilities work, and the Romulans just feel boring, and also the starter capital's broken, this is broken, this is broken. And he's like, well, you do it then. I was like, fine.
So based on his Battle Mage-esque criticisms, we changed the entire mod.
We don't mention Battle Mage.
Do we not? Hi, Battle Mage.
Hi, Battle Mage. Battle Mage is actually a tester for Sins of the Prophets.
But he does criticise a lot.
He does criticise a lot. That's okay. We don't mind criticism because we're big enough and ugly enough to take criticism.
Speak for yourself.
I'm big enough and ugly enough to take criticism. So, assimilated Draconis, yes. Savage Bane. Yeah, so Draconis makes them, made them reasonably.
He really did make them.
He's made all the AI good, though, to be fair.
Well, I think he's
like the premier coder now, to be fair.
We broke into it kind of when we realised that we could do AI only research. I think that's when we really cracked it.
Yeah, and he's he has gone past. Like, I was pretty good at coding. I know you're pretty coding, but I think we can admit that Draconis is.
He was always better than us.
He's
like from the word go.
Like,
I've got the itchiest nose. Sorry, guys.
He can like do some things with the code that are just like, well, how did you think that many steps ahead with how this ability is going to do
That's
this
what he does.
and then do this? So, and Corey's very much like that as well. Like, they were chatting on during this game, of which there are 6 episodes, of which some bits are incredibly hair raising and some bits are like, oh, a bit boring.
But we can't tell you who wins.
No. And he's like, they were having chats about code, and I was just like,
what's all this?
Yeah, and Corey kept asking me questions. I'm like, you want to ask Draconis, because I have no idea how he did it.
I think I turned up in a couple of episodes, didn't I?
Yeah, you were like,
had a bit of a jabber and then wandered off again.
So there's going to be more of those coming out. Expect those to come out next couple of weeks. But do check out Corey's channel. I've put a link to it in the description of the video. Corey is a great guy. I really like Corey, actually. I've got time for him. He made Thrawn's Revenge, and to be fair, if you haven't played Thrawn's Revenge by now, what are you doing on the channel? Because Thrawn's Revenge is awesome.
It's been a big part of the channel since the word go.
Yeah, Thrawn's Revenge is probably the best Empire. I shouldn't say that. It is one of the best Empire War mods out there.
I would say it's the best complete
of Star Wars. Because Pegasus.
I would say it's the best complete one. Pegasus is still in development, so
that's true.
I'm
sorry, Marius. I know you're watching.
They'll certainly give each other a run for their money. Like once the Pegasus one is more complete, which is going to be soon.
Absolutely, yeah, it's good. Actually, we've got a video coming up with Marius.
We have. I'm really looking forward to that.
Next week.
Terry Osborne would like to know what I've been sniffing. I've been grinding up Bajorans and just inhaling them. I find it to be a suitable alternative than subjugating them, because sometimes they escape otherwise, and they will never escape otherwise.
Yeah, so where we were talking about Empire at War, weren't we? That's what we were talking about before you talked about grinding up Bajorans. So Empire at War, Thrawn's Revenge, Pegasus. We're going to hopefully have a Pegasus playthrough coming up.
I'm really looking forward to that.
When we, because
I think we're going to do one each.
We are, aren't we? Because you're going to do one faction, I'm going to do the other, and I'm looking forward to that because we're a bit of a Stargate super fans, aren't we? Actually, I said this before in the original video. You're more. I'm not really that much into Star Wars. Like, I like Star Wars, but I'm not like mega Star Wars head. I'm more Babylon 5 / Stargate / Battlestar Galactica, whereas you're kind of
all about Babylon 5. Like
I love Babylon 5.
The chats that we've for years we've kind of spent evenings in a Skype chat kind of while we've been discussing the development of Armada 3, and invariably it comes back to Babylon 5 and how everything Trek is just not as good. That's pretty much what you say.
Well, the thing is, right, Babylon 5 was on at the same time as Deep Space Nine, and I just felt that the story arc in Babylon 5 over the seasons was better than the Deep Space Nine story. That being said, Deep Space Nine got really good towards the end.
I'd say it's more far-ranging, Babylon 5.
But Babylon 5, I mean, don't get me wrong, the first season, but I think that's always the case with any series. The first season took a while to kind of like, you're like, oh,
you've got to do the introductions to the characters, haven't you?
Yeah, well, you get into season 2 though, and then they're like, nah, the guy that's at the head of Babylon 5 isn't working, we're going to change him out. Then Bruce Boxleitner came in from Tron fame.
Do you know why he quit? I only learned recently that the not Sheridan, the fella before him, what was he called? Sinclair. Sinclair actually stopped doing Babylon 5 because he suffered from kind of depression and paranoia, didn't he? Yeah. I had no idea about that.
But he came back later on and was he became Valen,
did briefly.
So.
Yeah.
Or he was Valen, I should say. There was this really that's the thing.
It was the whole Babylon 4
their time paradox.
Time thing,
yeah, but that actually worked. Whereas all the Star Trek time paradoxes just never made any sense whatsoever. It was just like, what?
Who?
And they never really made sense in Star Trek, like time paradoxes. The only in fact, not even the Star Trek movie with the let's go find the whales made much sense. Really, we're going to go round the sun using gravity to change the course of Earth having whales and then bring them back into the future. Why would you just not do that all the time?
Marty!
If it was that easy to go back in time, like, do you know what I mean? What? It's just like, why is it?
You can only do it in a bird of play.
Also,
bird of play. You can only do it in one of those.
Right, this is how disjointed Star Trek is, right? Okay, so if there was, like, these guys in the future that had, like, stopped temporal events from happening, why would they have not stopped the Enterprise going back in time to stop Earth being destroyed in the first place? Double standards prime directive doesn't work. Temporal prime directive doesn't work. Broken. Booyah.
What do you think, guys? I don't know what he said.
Everyone knows what I just said. The temporal prime directive. The temporal prime directive. Do you remember the Temple Prime? You don't remember the Temple Prime directive, do you?
Was it Enterprise?
Yeah.
I was too busy looking at Hoshi.
Anywho, it doesn't make sense. Whereas in Babylon 5, the whole time changing thing did make sense.
It did, yeah. It very much did, yeah. Khan, I made a video this morning about the whole weight loss, healthy eating, gym thing. This morning, I haven't actually got round to rendering it yet, so I'll probably do that this evening, and it can come out in the morning. So you'll know then.
Anyway, back on subject.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Babylon 5 / Stargate fan. You're Star Wars.
I'm Star Wars.
I'm not even that big a Trek fan, really, which I'd risk like getting.
Well, nor am I. Neither of us are huge Trek fans.
Max is the real Trek fan, and Christian and Brenya, because they're like they'll argue about shit for like ever.
Size of windows.
Size of windows. I mean, they talk about the shits, and they're like, yeah, the size of the windows of this one, show it to be this size, but the shuttle bay is not the right size. And I'm like, guys, you do realise what you're saying, and you do realise that some of these models are made out of fucking highlighter pens, and they're just like, oh yeah, but the size of the window. I'm like, it's a highlighter pen ship. They stuck it together with super glue. They needed extra models. That's why they look so ridiculous. They had no budget, and I'm just like, why are you arguing over this? Why? And that's what I don't get about them too. They're just like, we'll argue over that crap. I won't. I'll just get like, shut up.
It's because they've both got powerful personalities.
Except the Nebula. The Nebula I'll argue over because I like the Nebula. It's the one ship I like because it actually looks...
Seeing you two together gave me a weird epiphany of how different European nerds look compared to American nerds.
I'm not sure how to tell you that.
I want to know the difference. Okay.
What is the difference? Viking, Kitty.
Viking, I'm ready.
You need to tell us what the difference is between American and British nerds. I'm like really fascinated by that statement.
Yeah, we're going to be sat around waiting
for Vikings. Are we even nerdy? Do we consider ourselves nerds?
Because I'm white and nerdy. Yeah, I consider myself a nerd.
I don't think I'm a nerd. I think I'm quite... cool, actually. Cool, is that the word? Cool's not the word. I'm 32. Cool. No, I think I'm quite normal. I would say normal.
We are relatively nerdy as nerds go, though, aren't we?
Well, this is the thing. Like, I had a different upbringing, though, didn't I? In terms of like my upbringing in Gravesend was pretty much boxing club, which isn't really a nerdy thing. So I was a member of the boxing club. I've still got my boxing glove somewhere over that way. I'm into heavy rock music and stuff like that, so I guess that's
we both like our heavy rock,
like you know, Blackstone Cherry, Shinedown, that kind of thing. I've got tattoo. I don't think I've ever shown my tattoo on camera.
No, I don't think you have. No.
There's my tattoo. It's a giant spider. If anybody's interested, yeah.
You should see his other one. It's a map of Florida. We won't tell you where.
Why would I have a map of Florida? I'm an English person. Why would I? That just makes no sense. What? Oh no, I've just got the reference. Yeah. Yeah, you are a Cardassian nerd.
I am. I've got one tattoo.
I don't think I'm that
there
nerdy.
It is. That's all I've got. It's a British Heart Foundation symbol.
Yeah, I'm well. I'll consider myself well read. If that makes sense.
I think we both are.
I would consider myself quite an intelligent person. If that's a nerd, maybe. I never understand this the Americanism around nerds and geeks and things like that. See, to me, I didn't really have that growing up. It wasn't like you're out of coffee. That's your own fault. You drank it too fast. I don't really see that being a thing. When I was at school, that wasn't really a thing. We didn't have like the nerds, the geeks, jocks. That's the other one, isn't it? They have jocks.
Jocks. They've never been a thing in the UK.
Okay, no, we basically.
We used to I went to school in North Wales, so it was a little bit different for me. Like primary language, we had something called Joskins, which are basically farmers, because you know it's a heavily agrarian society.
That's where all the sheep jokes come from.
That is where all the sheep jokes come from. Yeah, I don't even know if we had chavs when I was a kid.
Cancer, house and violent.
Yeah.
Not really. We weren't a thing.
We had Tonys.
No. Basically, I think ours was more divisive over music because I always consider the UK like quite a big music country. Do you know what I mean? We produced
traditionally speaking,
acts,
yeah.
Like you would have. I mean, we had the skinhead craze, didn't we? Years back, you know. And
punk craze.
Punk was quite big, so it tended to be more generically based on music when I was like growing up. But now I'm a bit older.
You had the mods and the rockers, didn't you?
Yeah,
as well,
so like I was part of the rockers, and then there was the problem is I went to boxing club with all the guys that love drum and bass, so I didn't, you know, it became really difficult for me because I used to go down the rock pub, this pub called the Red Lion, and then there's a drum and bass club like a little way up, like a bar, and then they'd come down and they'd all be pissed and we'd be pissed, and then they start a fight, you know. That's what would happen, and so I felt like really torn. It was a good fight. Do you remember the thing about being a rocker and you're not allowed to do it anymore? But back when you used
The
to have
old
a chain,
chains. Yeah.
you had to have chain on your jeans, right? And you used to grab chain.
I never did
The
this,
reason you had the
just so
chain
you know.
is that I'm not condoning violence, by the way. So any children watching, please don't use chains for this kind of method. But you used to wrap them around your fist because it would give you like a good wah. But that was my upbringing. So yeah, but this used to be quite a rough town, but it's not a rough town anymore. It's kind of changed because they built really fancy hospitals and schools and stations and stuff. So there we go. And I'm older now, and plus I have children. I can't afford to be that kind of person anymore.
There is that. There's definitely that.
So, but yeah, that was me. So I don't think I was more a nerd or geek. I think I was quite pretty just average. I don't know, normal. A lad. Yeah, I was a bit of a jack the lad because I used to go like. And I play games now, and I make mods now, and I'm into computers. That was the difference. That was one thing you could say was nerdy or geeky. I was always into computers and technology. But then again, I like fast cars, so I used to modify cars. I used to go out drinking all the time. And in my 20s, like between 18 and 20, I think I was in a perpetual state of being pissed most of the time. And pissed, by the way, basically means drunk.
Yeah, I think it was like that for me. Saying. Like during university, I was.
Yeah, exactly. Uni years, I was just like always like pissed as a fart, basically. You know, barbed wire fist. No, not quite barbed wire, Sam. That was it.
See, what we used to do is we used to get some. We used to get some icing.
Caesar's Legion. Gravesend is more middle class. That's the view from Medway, at least. It depends whether you're in Chatham. Sorry, Chatham, or whether you're I only wanted to see that, or whether you're in local joke, whether you're in Rochester. Was Rochester to Gray's Inn people? Rochester is quite la-di-da. You know, it's called kind of Rochester's very nice. I maybe take you to Rochester. You can see it's got all the like Dickens avenues and all the streets and the castle and everything.
Are there any pubs?
There are loads of pubs.
Yeah, we can go.
We could meet Caesar. Caesar's down this way.
There you go.
Caesar, we should meet up. We'll buy you a pint or two. Or free.
All right.
Maybe 4.
I'm poor. Come on.
All right. You can buy 2. I'll buy 2.
Done. But what was I going to say? Yeah.
Look at Meraxis has just pointed out something local, guys. For the Americans, are like going, what are they talking about now? Meraxis is right. They're trying to change the name of Gravesend because they've realised Gravesend sounds kind of depressing, so they want to make it Gravesend upon Thames.
Oh, that's going to help,
because that helps. Apparently, Staines, because of Ali G, got such a bad rep.
They changed it
to Staines upon Thames. I didn't even realise Staines had changed its name to Staines upon Thames until I heard that the other day. I was like, what?
East Side is best.
West Side is the best, bruv. So, yeah. Anyway, we're just blabbering on about my local area.
That is pretty much what we do. We're just talking about anything that comes
How did we go from geeks and Viking? And I don't think he replied back.
Told us.
He
we
didn't
want to
tell
know.
us. It's interesting seeing English geeks. Now, I'm not a nerd or a geek.
What do the US nerds look like then compared to us?
Well, you see him in like a stereotype. I don't know if that is actually true. So maybe Americans can answer this. You see him stereotype like in their school system. It always seems to be you have this group called the jocks, which are like really good at sports. And then you have these...
And they've got those nice little jackets.
Yeah, and you have these nerds that wear jumpers and glasses. That's how they stereotype them. And then you have the emos, which are just into, like, I don't know. I can't you call them, like, goths or emos? I don't know. I don't really know the difference. Because we didn't really have goths as such, did we?
Emos, goths and emos are kind of different. They in theory, appreciate different types of music. In theory.
In
in practice, I think the lines are very muddied now.
I think from the films, and this is the thing, it could be stereotype in America as well, because I don't necessarily think all of America is like that, from what I've seen, because I went to Texas when I was younger.
Vegeta's got no idea what's going on.
Some of that were like that, so I don't know. I don't know. Any American viewers can tell us whether it is actually, or Canadian viewers, because apparently Canada's the same as America, and I know Canadians hate that. They're like, it's not the same.
Well, it's not the same.
It's not.
French.
Absolutely. Well, there are French in Canada. Do we not like the French? Oh, no,
we love the French.
We love the French.
Just as much as we love everyone else.
If there's any French people watching, we love France. Vive la France.
Liberté.
I don't know why the French get so much... No, I do know why the French get so much stick.
It's because we can, I suppose. It's probably the fact that we've been...
This is the thing, right
off
to
and on at war with them for a very long time.
See, there's a difference between jesting about things, and this is my worry about like where YouTube is even going. There's like this happening on strikeouts on silly things for YouTube lately. So, guys, like... If this gets striked out for swearing or something like that, you know why. But it's like everyone gets so defensive these days about... And people are like, oh, but you hurt my feelings. I'm like, yeah, but like basically I could like just wave at you and it would hurt your feelings. You know, this is the world we live in today. It's like everything you say you have to watch. It's like you can't say certain things because it's not politically correct.
Well, I mean, there are certain things that we really shouldn't say.
Well, what?
Bette Midler, for example.
What's wrong with Bette Midler? Oh, let's not stop doing that every time Bette Midler comes up. Vegetta's like well confused. Lovely cheese eating surrender monkeys, Matt. That's one of the politically correct things we can't say.
That is
really.
one of the things that we can't say.
We can't say.
So if we were to
we can read that out.
If we were to insinuate that the French were cheese eating surrender monkeys, that would be entirely untrue. They do appreciate cheese, however, as a rule.
They do like cheese.
However,
and snails.
Some of them may be lactose intolerant. They couldn't have cheese then.
No, absolutely. So we have to be. No. Anyway,
I'm just winding you up at this point, aren't I?
So yeah, going all reversing and getting off the topic. Stargate, going to be doing some Pegasus Chronicles stuff. Yeah. I'm gonna. Should we tell them which ones we're doing?
I think we may as well.
You're going to do the Wraith, aren't you?
That's my plan.
You love the Wraith.
I do love the Wraith.
And I'm going to do the Azurans or Ancients, as they know. And because the thing is, and if Maris is still watching, he'll know. I've actually been itching to kind of just do the whole Galactic campaign and actually share it on YouTube. But they have very strict rules, which I'm okay with because we have them as well. And Maris was like, non-disclosure, you must not release any part of the campaign because it would spoil the story for everyone else.
It's a beyond this point thing at the moment, isn't it?
I want to show it to the world. And then he's got a good point. But they've worked really hard on it. So thumbs up from me and Marius as well. And hello to also the Stargate
I love the fact that they've spent the time and energy to put those events in there. Because it's a rare thing for the mods.
It's a different style of, and actually, I think when they finish all their Galactic Conquest, especially the ground combat stuff as well, I think it will rival Force.
Did we show off the sneak peek of that? We did, didn't we?
We showed off their conversion of the Emperor to the Anubis, which I loved.
We did, yeah. And then there were the Pew Pew troopers.
Yeah, and the Pew Pew. I like that as well. So. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the Gould are going to come in another Galactic Conquest at some point. So this is basically the prelude one, which shows the ancient war. So yes, we do, Marius. We do need a multiplayer GC, so I can kick his ass.
I'd love that.
It would happen.
I'd let you try.
I'd win. I know the Wraith win, but I'm going to rewrite history. The ancient's going to kick your ass.
I don't know if that's true. I'll just outproduce you.
I like to believe that. Outproduce me. Oh, right. Is that a thing now?
Like a baller.
Oh, okay. Except my ancients are going to be the replicator variants. You know, just keep on reproducing.
Nope.
Right, anyway, so yeah, so I don't know.
We are nerds. Actually, I think we've just confirmed that we
are nerds. That's just made us sound really nerdy.
Oh yeah.
White and nerdy, as you said, the Weird Al Yankovic song, good song. I love. Yeah, Stargate is my thing though, more so than Star Wars. Do you know what? I don't like the expanded universe as much as people do in Star Wars.
Do you not?
No, not really. I like it's like even Star Trek. I read one Star Trek novel and I was just kind of like, yeah.
Do you know
what my problem was?
The Trek novels I've never read.
I read the Trek novel that's about the Borg and the Columbia. That I remember that and how the Borg were caused by the the origin story shit. Yeah, I didn't enjoy it. Actually, I'll be honest, I had this argument actually with Max recently because my other passion is Warhammer.
You had an argument with Max?
I did. My other passion is Warhammer, and this is the point I made. I think the Black Library in the Warhammer universe produces better books than Star Trek and Star Wars.
Some of them.
Majority.
I
was just generalising.
I can't remember the name of any of the authors now, but there's like 3 authors for the Warhammer books that are really, really good. Who's the one that did the Primarch, Purple?
Emperor's Children. Fulgrim.
Fulgrim, yes. Who wrote that one?
I don't know. Is it Gav Thorpe? Maybe Gav Thorpe? I can look it up.
We'll look it up.
There's loads of good novelists.
But that was really, really well done. There have been other ones that have been a little bit hit and miss, but some of the novels, they're really, really good. But some of the other authors are a bit lackluster, I find.
Yeah. There are, but I think every series has hit and miss. But what I think is generally the concept of the lore has always stayed true.
Yeah,
and that's
I'll
what
give
I
it
like.
that.
Now, I'm not going to argue over the whole, did the fantasy era take from Lord of the Rings? It probably did, but I don't think the 40k era does. I think, yes, there are the same races, but those races are generically used across so many sort of things now. Like Blizzard uses them, and Blizzard used them because they were originally hired by
Dan Abnett, thank you very much.
Dan Abnett, there we go.
He's really
Thank you,
good.
Maris. Dan Abnett is actually really good, and if you do like Dan Abnett's books, then you've got to read the Gaunt's Ghost series, and I own every one of those books because that is probably
You looked over here, but they're
my
not
favourite.
there.
They're not there. I'll go get one later for you. Really good Gaunt's Ghost novels, basically about a normal human commissar who leads a group called the Tanis Farfanoli. They're really good. Really good. And they're like normal sergeants in this horrendous world, because 40k is a horrendous world. It's really dark. But I think, again, this is the difference, isn't it? Because people often ask, what's the difference between the British culture and the American culture? We're very dark and dry. Like, our humour is very dark. Like, often, like, certain comics try to go over. Like, I don't think most Americans find, for example, Lee Evans that funny. He's quite dark, and they don't find.
I can understand that. I think it's very self-deprecating as well.
Yeah, Eddie has done okay, but it's very dark and dry humour, British humour, and I think our stories are very dark, they're quite sinister.
They are.
I'm not talking horror stories. What I mean is just general background of quite gritty. So that's what I think one of the differences is, and I think that's what you get with Star Trek.
Vegeta wants to know if anybody else thinks that we should revive Stargate Universe. I do.
I think it was actually getting really good, and then they
I
cancelled the
love that
whole
series.
thing.
I love that series because it was more focused on the individual rather than the environment around them, and that was what made it exciting.
It wasn't just that they cancelled that though. It was that they cancelled all of Stargate. Everything was cancelled. It was like an apocalypse of Stargate. Like SG-1's gone. At least they gave the honour of giving it a film to finish the storyline off. But I was actually quite into the whole Aura arc chain.
I'm still, even now, pissed off that they cancelled Firefly.
But the best one that they cancelled, which was actually getting really good, was Atlantis. Atlantis had so much more room for stuff.
It did, yeah.
Like, the whole way they ended Atlantis, it was just like, oh, look, we're back home. Great.
Nice.
We at least had like another 3 seasons you could have done with Atlantis. It was ridiculous. So I was just like really unhappy about that. I was just like,
Why?
And recently I rewatched the whole of SG-1 from start to end again. So
Netflix?
Yeah, Netflix. So whereas I watched Star Trek, but this is the thing, right? This is the thing. I think the things do age. Like, I enjoy Babylon 5 still, but a lot of people tell me that it's dated. And then I go, yeah, but like this again, another discussion I had with Max was I can't bring myself to watch the old series anymore, the older series anymore. Like, I can't watch TOS.
Why?
Because the original series is so it's like it is, but it's so like typical of the time. It's like over dramatic. It's like, do you remember the old Batman with the pow wham? It's like, look, we're Star Trek. Woo, I'm Kirk and I just want to make out with you. Like that all the time.
Green lady, why won't you love me?
It's like all this, like the music comes on and the whole and like the stereotypical of the gigantic brains and things like that. Brains and yeah, it's good. You know, get me wrong, it was original sci-fi. It started the whole chain off. I can't watch it today without going, oh, why?
Thing is, it's reflective of a number of things. It's reflective of the conditions that they had at the time, not only from a technological standpoint.
No, but when I watch it, I kind of laugh at it now. Like,
well, it is. I mean, you know, it's twee for us.
Kirk / Spock fight. Do you know what I mean? Do you not just stand there going grabbing like I would literally grab the brush over there and just like walk around. I laugh about it. That's the thing. It's gone. Whereas
what about the what's its face the Gorn?
Yes.
The Gorn.
Anyway, so I just find it funny. It's more of a comedy series to me. No, that sounds horrible. So, but I can see the thing is, I think Stargate ages really well. You think how old Stargate actually is?
Yeah, I suppose it is now.
It has actually aged really well.
Apparently, SG-1's no longer on Netflix.
It was.
How long are they on?
It was on. Which one did it get removed? Did it get removed from? Oh no, it did get removed. It was on Netflix, but Netflix lost the license.
I'd forgotten that I'd run out of coffee.
It's gone to Amazon.
Have you got any coffee left? Give it.
I've got tea.
Sparkling water.
That's what I drink while I'm sitting by the computer because it's healthy.
Okay.
Oh right, we're supposed to be talking about what we're doing this week. We haven't actually mentioned anything that we're
Sorry, guys.
doing.
Sorry.
So tonight we're going to go watch Warhammer. Tomorrow we're going to the shop because a load of guys asked on the channel whether we would record us getting drunk while playing a board game. So we're going to go find some really cheap beer and wine for the shop owner because he only drinks wine. Right.
Red wine, specifically.
Specifically red wine.
Doesn't mind which grape. We've been through that.
He's going to be absolutely screwed drinking wine. He's going to be... seriously, I've seen him drink wine. He's going to be pissed as a part, right? So we're going to play this game, Quartermaster General. Never played it before, but apparently it's quite funny. So we're going to set a camera up on a tripod. And we're going to record the four of us because we've got another friend, Phoenix, who also does models for Model 3, and Glenn, the shop owner. And we're actually going to sit there at the shop with the camera playing this game. That's tomorrow night.
Oh, that's tomorrow night.
While getting pissed as a fart.
So what are we doing tonight?
We're going to go play Warhammer. We've talked about this already in the video. And then...
He just keeps telling me I've got to go outside and I accept it.
Friday at between 8 and half 8, if you guys are... happy for it, we're going to run an Armada free community match because we said we'd do 1 1/4. So we're going to do an Armada free community match.
That's just going to be the Call to Arms version.
This is the Call to Arms release version. So if you guys want to be a part of that, there's only 10 slots in the Sins game. So and I do have to remind that any Patreon members that are there, they need to come on as their username so that we know that they are who they are. Because Patreon members do get
first dibs
on the places because they do support the channel and we can't make videos without them. So again, thank you to people that support on Patreon and donate to the channel.
Thank you.
So basically we want you guys to come onto the TeamSpeak so we can start some of these slots. I'm not going to mess around with the whole message us on moddb/live chat / just come on TeamSpeak. So if you're on TeamSpeak and you go into chat room 1, I'm sure someone like either Matt Rosscam or Bismarck or someone will be around as well as us, and we'll
and you
try
can just
and
give us a
sort
poke.
it all out and just so you know, Matt Rosscam or Matt Campbell, as you've seen in this chat, he's actually our moderator and helps out, volunteers to help out, and Tal, who's a patron as well, helps out as well quite often, and they're really helpful guys. And Matt also sorts out all the TeamSpeak to us, but Matt's really helped us out, so thanks to Matt as well for doing that. And Maraxis,
hey Maraxis,
hi Maraxis, I didn't see you in there. Helps out as well. So there's a few people that help us out. If you don't use the TeamSpeak channel, try and join the TeamSpeak channel. We have contemplated going to Discord recently as well.
We considered it, didn't we?
But
is that going to happen?
I don't know. It depends how this new relationship with Corey Lewis goes and other. We're in discussion about that and creating like a gaming video group and getting some regular videos done. And then so that's Friday. I said between 8 and 8:30 GMT. So for Europeans that'll be 9:30 GMT. We're going to play that game through late on Friday, and it'll just be a good night really. That's,
I think so. Yeah.
The plan. And then at some point on Saturday we're going to have a grudge match, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm winning it.
Wait. Hang on a second. There's something new about this time we're doing a grudge match. So I think. Wait. Who's in the lead? I think, is it Bane? Bane's in the lead.
Have some sparkling water.
Bane's in the lead, everyone. For once, Bane is in the lead. Thank you.
I'm lulling him into a false sense of security at this point in time. I'm just like, unfortunately, Bane's had the advantage in the last several matches. He broke both of my hands.
Yeah, that's what I did. I telepathically sent a message to break your hands.
He twisted my nipples, and he also has subjected me to months of psychological abuse. And this is the only reason that I lost. It's not the fact that he's a better gamer than me. You fucking.
It could be that I'm a better gamer than you.
No.
Maybe, just maybe, man, just maybe. I don't know. Yeah. All I'm going to say is we're going to have it.
You're going to get like hate messages on this now.
Just like,
how could you do that to him, Bane?
You bulking out, you actually look more hench than me.
Yeah, but then I stand up and my stomach sticks out like 3 times the width of my shoulders.
So
that's why we've actually had to move the camera up because I'm so concerned about my midriff.
No, because you've done really well. He has actually lost weight. I can tell.
We can't say how much though.
No, we're not going to say how much. We're not allowed to because it's part of your vlog stuff.
Yeah.
Vlog. Why do I keep calling it vlog? Video log.
Video log.
Stardate 512. Yeah. So your vlog, you put it on your vlog. So, but you have lost weight. It's good. Bane the better game of blasphemy, says for JR. Team neutral, says Maraxis. Yeah. Yeah. You can be on both teams. It's fine. Actually, we said say that. Like, if you want to like swap teams, you don't have to be one. We actually are obviously good friends. So,
to be honest, one thing that we should probably do is
we need to do a score. Actually,
if we get better organised at what game we're going to play, because we seem to
just kind of go. What should we play tonight?
We decide on the spot far too often. But if we know like a week beforehand what we're going to play, and we let people know, then people will have the opportunity to decide who they think is going to win that particular game.
Legitimate. But yeah, so that's Friday and Saturday plans. So Saturday's probably going to be grudge match, Friday's going to be community match, and then we're going to record ourselves getting drunk Thursday, which will be up later on because I'm going to have to render it out and remember to sort that out.
So judging by the way that hangovers work for me, don't expect me to be too talkative on Friday.
I've got to get up at 6 even despite a hangover. So it's going to be a bit heavy. So, but I think we could kind of cover it, and then you head back Sunday.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure what time on Sunday.
And then Monday we have a very important live stream with the Pegasus Chronicles team. So, but I'm not. I said we've said quite a bit about that. We're not going to say much more about what's happening on that stream. All I can tell you is there will be some exclusive information you'll find out on the stream from Marius and the known as Clon. In the chat in the live stream. So do follow us on Monday during the live stream to see that. So
yeah, it's going to be really good. I'm solidly looking forward to that.
Right, I think we've rabbited on now for 41 minutes. That's mad.
Have people really watched it for this length of time?
We're going to do like a 10-15 minute video on what we're doing this week. And we've talked for 41 minutes. This is what happens when we're together.
21 people are watching us speak.
Why? Why would you speak? Stop talking shit, you two. Yeah. Right, we're gonna go. We're gonna go drink some beer.
That sounds good.
And throw dice. Well, I'm gonna throw dice today, but you're gonna watch me throw dice.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have a nice meal as well.
Can I get like cheerleading?
You can. Yeah.
Bane, he's our man. If he can't do it, great.
Yeah, you can do that. It's fine.
Cool.
It's loud.
It's not loud, is it? I can see from the look on your face.
You don't if you want to cheer for Lucas. He already feels bad. My opponent feels bad because every time he's played me, I've like decimated him.
Is that why you gave him some form of warning today?
I told him basically what I would be running, and said, if you want to rewrite your list to make it fairer to you, I don't mind, because I'm playing White Scars. And there's a lot of bikes, and he was like, "I don't like your bike army."
Have you done any like specific videos on your models yet? Because people did.
I showed some off in my video logs, but I haven't done like a video dedicated to them all. I have loads. There is seriously loads. They can see one like actually. Where is it? There. Scorpion. Up there. Yeah, there. So they can see it if they want. But no, I will do some more.
And thank you, Vegeta.
Goal is my... What?
I wouldn't obey my commandments if I was you.
So, Khan loves the channel. Khan, we appreciate that, Khan. But please don't get sacked over our YouTube streams.
Wait until you get home.
Get sacked over two idiots that just put videos out on YouTube. That'd be so bad. But no, we consider everyone to watch our channel. We consider you guys our friends. Do you know what I mean? Friends of the Gul and the BANE, because you know you guys spend a lot of time watching the videos and talking to us.
You do.
And again, I said I enjoy every game I've played with any of you that come on TeamSpeak. So you know, if I'm free and I've got time, I will play games with people when I can. It's like amazingly busy our lives now, isn't it? So, but you know, I appreciate, as I said, the likes of people like Matt and Bismarck and Hilbo and Miraxis and Feek Star and. You know, and Khan, anyone else that supports the channel, but also that come and play games with us, you know, we appreciate it. Consider you all good friends, and you know, keep watching. Because,
yeah, Thix has just asked, will the Warhammer game be live streamed? Sadly, it won't.
The Warhammer game won't be live streamed. The Warhammer game will not be recorded because I could not do that to my opponent, because he would just basically break down and cry at me doing terrible terrible things with my bikes to him. Although, you know, that may be something we could do in the future.
Fun.
It could be fun, not for him, but it could be fun.
I mean, I think you're semi trying to convince me to paint the little men again, aren't you?
Well, I think it's good for you to have other hobbies as well as this, because we do spend a lot of time on computers, so I try to do things away from this once a week. You know, and do you know what I mean? I found painting quite relaxing, keeps me away from the screens.
It is. It's
I work, you know,
the fine details. They're
like you. I look at computer screens all day at work, right? And then I come home and I do the YouTube channel and I code a computer game, and so I spend all night looking at computer screens. So like, if I can get away and do painting, I'm not looking at the computer screen.
Yeah, I think I've made an active decision to step away from the computer a little bit more lately.
It's just technology. Like, I want to get away from the TV, I want to get away from the computer, just like paint a model, and it's relaxing. And the thing is, you lose yourself for hours. I lost myself once. I just didn't realise I'd lost 5 hours of a day just painting a model. I was just like, oh, 5 hours have passed. How did that happen?
Right, gentlemen, we should really go. Not least which, because I'm sat on a wooden seat here and my arse has gone to sleep.
I want a nice leather chair, because I'm in my gaming chair. Yeah. Right, okay. So this is Gul and BANE saying out.
You have a good afternoon or evening or whatever it is. Where's the thing?
Where is it?
Press it!